Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be the second video of our database question series. So in the previous video I explained you how to create a database using MySQL Workbench and to create tables using that database. So in today's video I'm going to remind you the steps that we did in the last video to create a database and to create tables using it. And in addition, we are going to discuss how to create a database in case of data redundancy. So as you guys know, I'm going to do this series with the help of question sets. So this is the second question set. So let's move into the question. The board of directors of Sadhuna Productions has decided to include all of their company information into a computer software. The software was commissioned by Tilna Gayatha Soft. You are the senior software engineer of this company and development company, and your team has been assigned to create the database. Create the database needed to store information in this store. So the first question says use Sadhuna Production DB for the name of this database. So first of all, let's go and create our database. In order to create our database, we need to create a connection. So I told you guys in the last video too. So here's my connection. So first click on your connection. Then click on File and New Model. So as the question says, you need to rename our database into Sadhuna Production DB. So let's do that first. So double click on here and rename as Sadhuna Production DB. And to save the name, you need to click on Rename References and OK. So like the last video, I'm going to create this database using the help of ER diagrams. So to create our ER diagram and our database, click on Add Diagram, double click on it. Then you will move into this window. So let's move on to our second question. Second question says create a table called employee to store employee information. Follow the instructions below to create it. So they have given the table. So the table consists of 5 columns. I think it's the employee register number, first name, last name, gender, and contact number. The data type is varchar, and the length is in the employee register number it's 10, and first name, last name is 45, and gender and contact number is also 10. So let's go and create the employee table first. So to create a table, first of all, click here this button to place a new table. So place your table anywhere in this sheet and double click on it. So I'm going to rename it as employee, and we are going to add our first column, which is employee register number. As the question says, it's going to be varchar and 10 in length. Our second column is going to be first name. It's going to be 45 in length, and third one is going to be last name, and the next column is going to be gender, which is going to be 10 in length, and the last one is going to be contact. So now we have successfully created the employee table. So let's move on to the next question. So the next question says create a table named product to store the product information. Follow the instructions below to create it. So that's the table. They have given the table. It consists of 3 columns: product ID, product name, and brand. So let's go and create that table also. So click here to place the table, double click on it. I'm going to rename it as product, The first column is gonna be, wait, I will check. It's gonna be product ID, and it's gonna be varchar and 10 in length. And the next one is gonna be product name, and it's gonna be 45 in length. And the third column is gonna be brand. So now we have also created the product table successfully. Now let's move on to the third question. The fourth question says, what are the steps you can take to stop data repeat in the product table above? So what is meant by data repeat, or we can call it data redundancy in database? So it occurs when the same piece of data exists in multiple places. So it can cause data inconsistency, which can provide a company with unreliable and or like meaningless information. So in this table, the thing that causes data repeat is the brand column, because there are so many products from the same brand, and the brand name might be repeated while inserting new products to our product table. So to avoid that, we need to create a different table dedicated to brands. So let's go and do it on our Workbench software. So first of all, to avoid data redundancy, we need to delete the column that causes data redundancy, which is the brand column. So I'm going to delete it. And next, we are going to create a new table for brand. So double click on it and rename it as brand table. And the first column is going to be brand ID. It's going to be varchar and 10 in length. And the second one is going to be brand name, and it's going to be 45 in length and also varchar. So now we have successfully created the brand table also. Now we need to connect these two tables. So since there is so many products for one brand, the relationship in between them is an one-to-many relationship. So to show a one-to-many relationship, we need to click on this button, which is the one-to-many relationship button. Click on this and first click on the many part first, since there's so many the product is the many part and one side belongs to the brand. So click on product first and then brand first. So now we have created the one-to-many relationship. You can see in the product table there is an foreign key called brand ID. So in this way we can avoid data redundancy. And that's going to be it for today's video. I will be hoping to meet you guys in the next video. Thank you.